Why do we have to pay for the food we developed ourselves?
Right on time. The movie is about to start. Come on, Rover.
Knew you were a fan of mech anime, Professor. Why were you hiding this from us?
I wasn't hiding it.
Techniques or story? Form or...
Looks like the protagonist seems a little lost. It does. I actually spoke with her after the incident. She asked what I would do if I were in her place. I told her I'd do everything within my power not to leave behind any regrets. But I can say that from the comfort of my experience. Has she reached out to you since then? It must have hit her hard. She spent so long trying to live up to others' expectations. She's forgotten she needs to face her own first. And that takes a different kind of courage. Especially when she is the very eye of the dark side's vortex. Yes, Mornier confirmed that the abnormal frequency matches the tacit discord you encountered. It's the source.
Now we can finally drag that shadow into the light.
Precisely. It told Sigrika she would always return. To make that happen, it will have to issue a new riddle. As for the rest, that's up to Sigrika now. Look. Even this movie's protagonist is choosing to go back to where it all began. After everything she's been through, she still chooses to face what she once ran from. A fitting ending, don't you think?
Yeah. Gotta go fast. I never knew you were a fan of mech anime. Shake it up! Gotta go fast!
You're here. Was the campus filled with people on your way here? The infirmary's been busy these past few days as well. I've been seeing a steady stream of patients with collapses, cuts, and bruises. I'd probably skip lunch if I didn't make some snacks this morning. Here, freshly made waffles. I tweaked the recipe to make it a bit more refreshing. A little less sugar, and a touch more lemon zest and butter. Care to taste one? Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. It seems my little experiment worked out. I was quite confident about the lemon juice. After all, the golden shade is the one I know too well. You can tell the balance of sweet and sour at a glance. Maybe I can try this approach with other desserts and dishes. Would you be my... Of course. The academy has been turned upside down with all the celebration preparations. I had a line of students waiting with bumps and bruises, and then there are those who are perfectly fine. They just pop in for a chat or a snack or a bit of a pep talk. So here I am, bandaging patients on one side and gently coaxing the others back to class. Even Nana has been so busy that her reactions have gotten a little slow. I have to step in and recalibrate her system occasionally. Come to think of it, if I hadn't become a doctor, I might have made a pretty good engineer. But being busy like this for a change does make things interesting. I've been busy before, kind of busy where you need a formal appointment to even see me. Back when work and chasing the Fraxidus took over every waking hour. After all, I am in your debt. If you hadn't introduced me to Lahai Roy, I may still be standing outside a sterile operating room, yawning at cold reports. What's that look for? Wondering if I've been completely won over by life at the academy? Definitely. Oh, I have to tell you about the student who came by yesterday. He swore he was possessed by a floating spirit, and he could hear someone singing all night long. Who knows? The kid claimed he also heard the song near the broadcast tower outside the dorms. He was too scared to make a sound all night, and even came to me seeking an exorcism the next day. Sadly, pills are the only thing I have, not talismans. Well, as it turned out, he simply left his bedtime music on, and it had woven its way into his dreams. All right, that's enough ghost stories for today. Anything else you'd like to eat? Steak, grilled cod, or a dish from Huang Long, perhaps? You know, I'd really love to learn more about Huang Long's cooking. Since you spent so much time there, you must be quite familiar with the local cuisine. That might not be too bad, actually. I'd rather have everyone come here just for a good meal. Anyway, I'll keep improving these waffles. Maybe make them a little sweeter and crispier, then add a drizzle of maple syrup and some freshly diced fruit on top. I have a feeling this would make it better. Next time you can...
Dr. Herson! Someone just fainted at the celebration!
Seems like we'll have to cut our tea time short today. I'm so sorry about that. Especially since I was the one who invited you. And until next time. Once I'm done, I'll treat you to a proper dinner.
ピードアップ。
これが募集。小説もちゃんと情緒的価値を提供する。
スピードアップ。あら、奇遇ね。その顔、まるでこう言っているみたいね。どうしてここに？まさかまた何か問題が？って。安心して、軽く散歩しながら周囲を警戒しているだけよ。学生たちは今回の祝典のために時間をかけて準備してきたわ。もし騒ぎが起きたら、せっかくのお祭りが台無しになってしまうでしょ。もちろん信頼できる仲間にお願いしてあるから、それほど心配はしていないわ。
それで学園長がいる本当の理由は？
単純にお祭りを楽しみに来ただけよ。リラックスしてちょうだい、漂白者くん。控えの祝典のようなイベントを見逃すのはもったいないわ。
会場は盛り上がってるようだ。行ってみたらどうだ？
遠慮しておくわ。私のことをネズミを捕まえに来た猫みたいに思っている学生もいるもの。故郷を遠く離れて学園に来たあの子たちには目の前に終わりのない授業やテストがあって、故郷には彼らを待つ家族や友達がいる。そしてプレッシャーに押しつぶされそうになりながら、寂しさを必死にこらえながら未来を夢見ているのよ。一方で私はそんな彼らを選ぶ立場にある人間。大きな力を持った人間はあの子たちが久しぶりの息抜きをしているところにふらりと現れるべきではないわ。
じゃあ学園長は普段どうやってストレスを発散してるんだ？
そうね、こうして散歩をしてにぎわいを楽しむのよ。もしくは学生たちの心の健康を考えて、オフィスで最近流行りのものをプロジェクターで見て気分転換したり。
流行りのもの？
大体が映画鑑賞ね。でも演劇やオペラにも結構興味があるわ。そうそう、最近流行りのショート動画もなかなか面白いのよ。そういえば漂白者くん、今度時間があれば一緒に映画でもどうかしら。約束よ。とりあえず何か良さそうな映画がないか気にかけておくわ。さて、のんびりできる時間もここまでね。それじゃまた会いましょう、漂白者くん。
しぐり川、この間は行ってみよう。
来てくれたんだね。ありがとう。見て、前に来た時もあったメソメソツノメドリだよ。今日 今日も毛づくろいをして虫を取って友達にプレゼントを送ってるみたいだね。この子を見てると裏学園で何も起きてないように感じるんだ。あなたと一緒に探検もしてないし謎も解いてない。もう一人の自分にも出会ってないように感じる。でもあの出来事が確実に起きたってことは分かってる。目を閉じれ戻ったらどうなるのか分からない。先輩は言ってたよね。答えなんかにこだわらなくていいって。それでも私はここまで逃げてきた。
ルシラー教授もリュウク先生も俺もみんなシグリカの力になる。答えを得るまでの間くらい逃げたって休んだっていいんじゃないか。
じゃあもう少し一緒にいてくれる？ありがとう。
新たな謎。シグリカに連絡をしよう。返事がない。ひとまず占い師のところへ行こう。
スピードアップ。
ラノベが募集。小説もちゃんと上手に。
やあ、ボイドワームライターじゃないか。君が主役の映画を上映して
お願い。
先輩。ここ数日みんなと話をしたの。凛音先輩は自分の過去についてたくさん教えてくれてね。スタートーチ学園に来たばかりの頃はこれから先に何が待っているのか先輩でもわからなかったって。けど今の生活に不満はないし、ここにいられることを嬉しく思ってるって言ってたよ。ルシラー教授にはたとえ何が起きようと逃げずに立ち向かってほしいって言われたの。そして私だけじゃなくてあなたや教授、リュウク先生もみんな裏学園に学園を侵食させはしないって言ってくれた。ダーニャちゃんはいちいち細かいことを気にしない方が楽っていつも言ってくれてるし、ずっと気にかけてくれてる。そして先輩の言葉も全部大切にしまってるよ。その声の数々は黄金のようで、抱きしめながらいろいろ考えたの。私のせいで裏学園がこうなってしまったら、裏学園に戻って謎解きを続けていたらフラクトシデスの思うツボだったんじゃないかなって。でも もここで諦めたら渦の中心が誰か人のところにできて、また私のように謎に閉じ込められる学生が現れるんじゃないか不安なの。この謎は私の不安と恐怖の表れ。何も考えずに逃げればいいのかな、それとも裏学園にいるもう一人の自分と立ち向かった方がいい？決心できてないのにここまで来てるのはおかしいよね。やっぱり自分で答えを出したい。うらちゃん、謎を出して。
うらら、謎が欲しければまず。
うらちゃん、すぐに謎を出して。1行しか文字がないみたいだけど、楽しむのだ。宴の始まりの場所へ行き、心の中の本当の自分と立ち向かえ。宴って祝典の始まりの場所って、つまり控えの祝典の入り口？
そこに行ってみよう。
やあ、ボイドアームライダーじゃないか。
先輩見て、そこに入り口のルーンが。ちょっとだけ最後の謎が心の中の本当の自分と立ち向かえって言ってる。私の心の中はどうなってるんだろう。失敗してるのかな、逃げてるのかな、それともわからない。だから先輩、カメラを見て。もし何かあったら私を起こしてね。それじゃカウントダウンするよ。3、2、チーズ。
シグリカの寮。
先輩、ここで本当の自分を探してみよう。これは見ないで。こんな写真いらないから。未来のヘリオディック6なんだから何でもできるってニボラちゃんは言ってくれる。たまには力を抜いた方がいいよってダーニャちゃんは言ってくれる。私が何をしても2人は励ましたり慰めたりしてくれるの。友達から得た信頼や友情は大切。でもだからこそ私は失敗するのが怖いの。みんなの気持ちを裏切ってがっかりされるのが怖かったからずっと頑張ってきた。最初から一人ぼっちだったらもっと楽だったのかな。私は将来ヘリオディック6になるんだってみんなが言ってる。だったら何事も頑張らなくちゃ。ルーンの計算も解読も正確に、学園の授業もいい点数を取らないと。授業をサボったことなんて一度もなかったの。全部真面目に受けてテストも準備をして臨んでたよ。いい成績取れるようにいつも頑張ってきた。けど必要な知識が多すぎて先が見えない。たまに思うの、どれだけ勉強しても終わらないんじゃないかなって。はあ、謎の答えはこれじゃないみたい。他を探してみよう。まだ見つからないね。先輩、少し休んで先生が連れ出してくれるまで待とう。
シグリカ、この謎に答えが存在してると思うか？
どうだろう。よく考えたら答えを見つけるのってそんなに大事かな。
俺の知ってるシグリカならきっと答えを探すだろう。迷ったり悩んだりするが、それでも謎に立ち向かってきた。つまり
おかしいな。私の言葉は彼女の心の声なのに。
シグリカなら心の雑音を払いのけて正解を見つけられる。全部なかったことになればよかったなんて願ったりはしない。俺の知るシグリカはいつだって前に進む。それに約束をした。もしシグリカが悪夢に囚われたら、行こう。 シグリカを狙って悪夢に落ちてしまったか。
ほら、また失敗しちゃった。本当の失敗はみんなの期待を裏切った。何度も何度もみんなから素敵な人になってほしい、すごいことを成し遂げてほしいって言われてたのに。でもね、あなたは人を裏切る定めにあるの。だってあなたの力や才能はたかが知れてるから。なのにどうして諦めないの？
奴を信じるな、シグリカ。それはただの悪夢だ。
認めた方がいいよ。その方が楽だから。違う？家族や友達の期待なんかに応える必要はない。
自分の気持ちに従えばいい。
先生が出した問題も一生懸命答える必要はない。これ以上前に進まなくていいの。
今こそ自分で一歩踏み出せばいい。
憧れてた先輩の期待にももう答えなくていい。あれ、浦学園から出てきてる。どうして祝典は終わったの？あれはどうしてこんなことに。
どうしよう。
どうしてこんなことに。凛々先輩、何が起きたって。
あんたが学園を潰したんでしょ。なんで裏学園なんかに入るの？どうして謎に触れたの？何もかも消えちゃったじゃん。
あなたのせいだよ、シグリカ。
あのルーン爆発するなんて。シグリカちゃん、長い付き合いだったけど初めて知りましたよ。ずっと友達でいようなんて言わなかったらよかったんですよ。そんな、ダーニャちゃん聞いて。私の話を聞いたことはないですよね。シグリカちゃんにもがっかりしましたよ。先輩、何が起きてるの？まさか私。あなたのせいに決まってるでしょ。またあなたが。そうか、私はまだ裏学園にいるんだ。これは全部偽物だね。 現実だよ。あなたが失敗したせいで裏学園が学園を飲み込んだの。今私はどこにでも存在できる。しぐりか、どんな感じ？また失敗しちゃったね。本当の失敗を。みんなの期待を裏切った。何度も何度も。みんなから素敵な人になってほしい、すごいことを成し遂げてほしいって言われてたのに。でもね、あなたは人を裏切る定めにあるの。だってあなたの力や才能はたかが知れてるから。知ってるはずなのに。
奴を信じるな、
どうして
シグリカ。
諦めないの？
それはただの悪夢だ。
諦め。やっぱり自分を証明したいんですか？
ならちゃんと休んだらダメだね。
あの声は一体。
目を覚ませ、シグリカ。
あの絵懐かしいよね。絵の中のあなたはあんなに頑張ってるのに、何の役に立つのかな。そんなに疲れてるのにどうして続けるの？最初から逃げ出せばよかったのに。ほら、こうすればみんなに期待されずに済むでしょ。勝手に押し付けられた期待や責任が消えれば枷はなくなる。夜遅くまでしてた練習も我慢してた涙もなくなるの。認めた方がいいよ。その方が楽だから。違う？家族や友達の期待なんかに応える必要はない。やっぱり自分を証明したいんですか？
ならちゃんと休んだらダメだね。
先生が出した問題も一生懸命。
たとえ何が起きようと逃げずに立ち向かってほしい。私やあなた、そして漂白者君やリューク先生もみんな裏学園に学園を侵食させはしない。
憧れてた先輩の期待に
目を覚ませ、シグリカ。
もう答えなくていい。
俺の知るシグリカはいつだって前に進む。
もういい。あなたの言葉は全部正しいのかもしれない。確かに私はそんな風に思ってたよ。なんでみんなの期待に応えなきゃいけないんだろうって。私はみんなが思ってるほどの才能。みんなの黄金みたいな期待はとても眩しくて温かいけど重いの。 失敗した自分の姿を想像するだけでも怖かった。みんなのがっかりする顔を見る勇気はなかった。でも今ならわかる。私がやるって決めた時点で黄金が地に落ちることはない。友達に言われたから。私たちは後悔せず最後まで頑張ったからねって。できないことがあっても、たとえできないことがあっても挑戦しなくちゃいけないの。逃げ出さなければ私の友達は笑顔になってくれる。だから私の気持ちをねじ曲げないで、私の思いを決めつけないで、私の努力を勝手に否定しないで。私の友達は失敗しても責めたりしない。今までずっと自分で自分に枷をかけてたんだ。だから今度は自分の好きにやらせてもらうよ。どうしてあなた一人で何ができるの？私があなたを消滅させる。
シグリカは一人じゃない。
逃げていれば楽に生きられたと思いますけど、でも答えを見つけられたならそれもいいですね。約束したのにどうしてそれを。仕方ありませんね。もう問題ないですし。
任せろ。
おかしいおかしいおかしい。この疲れ切った状態でなぜ前は進もうとする。
やり残したことがあるから。
そうだ、逃げ続けていればよかったのに。
逃げたところで問題が消えるわけじゃない。あなたはここで倒す。友達は多い方がいいよね。
行くぞ。これで終わりだ。聞いてみよう。
友達は多い方がいいよね。
終わりたくないわ。
行くぞ。聞いてみよう。
任せて。やっそれ助けて。忘れないで。星に届く日まで。
こうしてさえいれば。
行くぞ。響て。くらえ。聞いてみよう。
友達は多い方がいいよね。これだね。 先輩ありがとう。目を閉じたらみんなの励ましや期待の声は今も耳に入ってくる。でもそれよりみんなの歓声がはっきり聞こえるようになった。その声はまるで星々がこぼした黄金のようにささやくの。みんな祝典で楽しそうにしてるよって。これで謎は解けたってことでいいんだよね。
面白い飴でもどうかな。
これはレインボーパチパチキャンディー？
未公開の改良版さ。
じゃあこの飴を作った人って。
内緒だよ。
リューク先生、また勝手に飴を配り回って。余った分は私が回収するわよ。二人ともご苦労様。裏学園の渦はほとんどなくなったわ。これで裏学園の出入りは残像に制限されなくなった。
ほとんど。
とにかく今は祝典を楽しみましょう。
シグリカちゃん、こっち見て。シサちゃんが最高スコアを取りそうだよ。
すぐ行くね。リンネ先輩、これ見て。最新のレインボーパチパチキャンディーだよ。
漂白者くん、
組織長のゲームはまだ終わっていない。
ええ、処理しなければならない影が潜んでいるわ。
先輩早く来て。
ええ、早く行ってあげなさい。
記録にない白い鳥がいるの。何回も確認したけど間違いなく新種だよ。先輩こっち見て。3、2、1、チーズ。こっちはだいたい済んだよ。協力してくれてありがとう。
オッケー。何かあったらいつでも呼んでね。
私も呼んでください。
漂白者くん、ちょうどいいところにこれあげるよ。
控えの祝典の終わりを記念するチケットです。それをもらうと控えの祝典が無事終わったことになるの。今回はミネルヴァトレジャーハントの願掛けの儀式がないけど学生自治会でそれを作ったんだ。今回の祝典、これを配るのはもともとダーニャちゃんの仕事のはずだけど数日間お休みをもらってるらしいの。変だね。簡単な仕事とはいえ数が数だから 協力してもらえて本当に助かったよ。
大丈夫です。私もちょうど例のポリフェーズの熱力学サイクル複合焼肉装置を作れる場所がないか見に来たかったので。残念ながらそんな場所はなさそうですね。もし今度イベントがあったらこう願おうと思います。学園の中に新型の装置を検証する場所ができますように。
願い、私もあるよ。私の願いはまだ内緒。叶ったらみんなもすぐにわかると思うよ。
シグリカ先輩、それはズルだよ。
面白い謎だからね。楽しみに撮っておこうと思ってね。
今すぐ知りたいのに。ちさちゃん、捕まえて。
任せてください。
二人がかりなんてずるいよ。
Propulsion mode. Warning. Insufficient power supply. Mech mode off.
Roving among the stars.
When the bird glides across the sky. That song I listened to during my insomnia last night. The Renaissance do have an exquisite taste in art, but this melody just keeps my mind going. Not suitable for sleeping. Erase. Next, today's breakfast. Boyan style. All trivial. Erase it too. It was delicious, though. Alright, looks like my guest has arrived. Gotta handle the rest later. What? Do I look like some murmuring android to you?
Sorry, President. Were you?
Tuning memories. Curious about my forte? I can extract frequency information from an object, use it as an anchor to draw out related memories, and store them in my mind. But the brain has limits, so I have to decide which memories to keep and which to discard, just like you saw earlier. It's different from amnesia. With amnesia, memories might still return. But when I erase something through memory tuning, I erase the frequency entirely. There's no recovering it. Alright, back to the point. I told you all that because it ties into what I mentioned in the message earlier. Correct. I need your help to confirm something. May I borrow an item you always carry? Oh, you still have it. Perfect. Objects with personal meaning carry stronger frequencies. Rover, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Let's begin. I have a general picture now. At the end of the celebration, you and Sigrika entered the dark side to solve the final riddle, and encountered another Sigrika. And you realized she was a fake when she said, "Should finding an answer really be so important?"
You got it all right. Amazing how much you learned just from that single card.
To me, your memories play like a film. I can pause and study them frame by frame. So, what happened after the fake Sigrika revealed herself?
Then, there was a rabbit. I remember chasing it. The same one I saw right after entering the dark side.
I see. Thank you, Rover. I think I've found what I needed. Remember when I said Mornier compared the frequencies and found that the rabbit was likely the root cause of the dark side anomaly? The rabbit leads those who enter the dark side to face what they fear and try to avoid. Just like Sigrika meeting her alter ego. Since then, the anomaly has persisted. Some students and professors have faced the same situation. Given the Grand Architect's teaser for you and Dr. Luke, that rabbit should be one of the Fraxidus' little tricks in this game of theirs. They harmed my students and colleagues with such despicable means. As the president, I'll make sure they get a taste of their own medicine. That rabbit is their pawn, which means I can turn it against them. We'll lure it out, capture it, and remove the anomaly at its source. Then, using my forte, I can extract information about the Fraxidus from it. But mobilizing the Academy's resources might alert our enemies. I need some more personal aid. Someone I trust, who knows the dark side well. And that's you. Wonderful. Hearing that puts me at ease. It's worth noting that while many have entered the dark side, only a few were chosen by the rabbit. While the celebration incident was a Fraxidus scheme targeting you and Sigrika, the other victims might have followed a pattern that drew the rabbit. Exactly. We need to find out what each of them did in the dark side and make comparisons. The common threads might be what attracted the rabbit. The Academy has already investigated the victims. Based on what we found, a few possible factors stand out. Like how long they stayed in the dark side, whether they entered with a strong purpose or desire, and whether they brought anything back. Our next lead is a professor with a pretty strong opinion against the Academy's management. That's why you as a student are a better choice to approach him. Not exactly. Some of his beliefs just don't align with the executive's ideas. Setting that aside, I'll support your investigation from the dark side. My forte will be essential to uncover what they experienced. Once you speak with him, try to obtain one of his personal items. That'll let me relive his memories in the dark side. Now, I've texted you the basic info on that victim. And take this. Don't underestimate this little mirror. It's actually a communicator. It's getting late. I'm already on my way to the dark side. The on-campus... Oh, and check your phone. I've sent you a new message. You're holding it too close. Using a communicator like that would make you look too suspicious. Relax. I already adjusted the settings before giving it to you. Just keep it in your pocket. The key is to stay calm and look natural.
So, what does your receiver look like?
Why not take a guess? Unfortunately, you guessed wrong. Think of something that pairs with a mirror, like a lip balm.
Ugh, law of conservation. Then tell me, is the time between Fridays turn into weekends, but when weekends pass, it takes 4 whole days for Friday to come again? Time, clearly.
Maybe when they invented weekdays and weekends, they didn't think about that law. You know, anyway,
We should probably exam guides. According to her, after all.
Yeah, she really doesn't like those old scholars.
Speaking of our professor...
Professor Savi?
But isn't he one of those old scholars the president dislikes? I heard they had a dispute once. He refused to compromise his academic pursuits.
Adult drama. Let's not dwell on it. Say no more. He's nearby. You could...
They remember it so clearly. Guess my speech on the opening ceremony wasn't a complete waste of time. Oh, no panic. I simply put together the professor's finest ideas for the exam.
I read it. Aside from the title, the rest... And don't you dare include my name in your acknowledgements. The freshman. What is it?
Well done. That voice? It's Professor Carl. You better answer him candidly. He's one of the tough nuts, just like...
Savi. He's probably prepping instruments. The man seems to be trapped in his research lately. Ever since he got back from the dark side, he's been calling for its shutdown, saying no one should go in. Caused another big argument with the top brass. Why? Probably because of Lucilla and her merry band. They must have botched something and Savi caught wind of it. You're new, so you probably wouldn't know. Savi and I don't really see eye to eye with Lucilla. She's a fine teacher. But as the Academy's leader, hardly. If it's about scholarship, we have geniuses like Professor Mornier. If it's about leadership, we have investors with far more experience. And yet, she, an average resonator with no special expertise, is now carrying... forget it. Don't even know why I'm bringing this up with a student.
About what Professor Kuro...
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. In my position, hearing skeptical voices... But tell me, Rover, what do you think a president should be like? And where should Star Torch Academy be heading? Oh, no rush. Go see it for yourself. Let's keep moving. And one more thing. He is also a memory-type resonator. He can reproduce and project objects from his memories. To keep you focused, I'll stay quiet during your conversation.
You're late. Did you bring all the materials I asked for? Hand me the recalibrator. What? My mistake. I thought you were my... the Academy newspaper. You must be the student behind the success of the new solar ceremony, right? So, when the launch program for Helios bugged out, how did you manage to recalibrate the parameters? And what about the live drive data? Watching a project come to life always gets me a little overexcited. I helped... Oh, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I'm Savi, professor from the Department of Engineering and a past recipient of the Space Trek Collective's Star Torch Prize. This prize hasn't been awarded in years due to the difficult situation. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not showing off. I keep it to remind myself that our science did make headway before. Though now... Anyway, what brings you here?
Lucilla mentioned that he's not on good terms still. I'm here to talk about the dark side. Sagrika and I had an accident there, and I heard other students and professors experience something similar. There are so many conflicting stories about it. As someone who'd been there, I want to know if everyone saw the same thing. You've entered it too, haven't you, Professor?
Before that, tell me, what did you see in there? Unfortunately, although I did enter the dark side once, I didn't see any of that. Still, with all these incidents, the place should be completely sealed, especially from students. Now, I have to prepare for an experiment. We can have more discussion next time. Oh, and, that medal's yours now. The Star Torch Prize may have been discontinued, but your contribution to the new solar ceremony deserves recognition. What we need now is another breakthrough in technology. So, take it as my personal acknowledgement.
Yes, I've heard everything.
Looks like Professor Savi didn't want to open up about what he saw on the dark side.
Even so, that medal's a valuable lead. It's deeply connected to him. Please place the medal in front of the makeup mirror. I can't touch it myself, so I'll read and tune its frequency remotely. Excellent. Now, leave the rest to the adult.
President, can you still hear me?
Yes, the comms are stable. Let's begin.
This is strange. I was setting up the room according to the riddle the Academy gave me, but now, who changed the riddle? Who altered the scene? Could it be that rabbit the students keep mentioning? Either way, I should focus on restoring the room through memory projection. If a student gets misled and causes another accident, it'll be a real headache.
So, this is Professor Savi's memory when he first entered the dark side. He stayed here quite a while and used his forte. From what we just saw, he was one of the staff involved in the new solar celebration. He came here to restore the scene, but...
Something wrong?
Not exactly. Maybe because I'm a memory-type resonator. People think memory-type, but no forte is perfect. That's when we're most vulnerable. The anomaly in the dark side preys on the mind. Oh, this projection won't hold for long. Let's move forward.
I can't even feel time passing here. Half an hour's gone already? This one should go here. Wait, you again. Are you the one who changed the riddle and warped this place? Get back!
This memory records the moment he met the rabbit. Before that, he mentioned time. Could that be another key factor?
Did the other victims have similar behaviors?
Gone again. No matter how good you are at hide and seek, your traces stay in my memory. I'll just need to use my forte again. No use hiding. I know you're there. Surprised? Staring at yourself? No. I know what this is. The dark side's a mirror. Ha. Even if I'm a shadow, so what? Secrets you've been running from. You're trapped. Des Haskar Spectrum. That name rings a bell? I'm nothing like Paskar. Oh, you're right about that. You don't even have his courage to give it all up. That's why you're stuck here, like a lab rat running in circles. But what if I told you the answer you've been seeking is right here? Something about you. The data model was wrong from the start. Is this where the error lies? If I fix it, my second hypothesis could actually work. Then, based on the corrected model, the result should be... Wait. There's a formula missing. The first half matches my derivation perfectly. Where's the rest? Where's the other half of the formula? I never said the answer was free. Let's make a fair trade. Offer something of equal value, and the answer's yours. Look, I've even prepared the stakes for you. Everything. Thesis, data, it's all here. So, which one's worth the truth? See? No weight at all. Your report's worthless. Try again. Ah, no, no, no. Far from enough. Is that the extent of your pride in knowledge? Why not wager everything? That can't be. But it can. You've spent all your chips. What else do you have left to trade? Ah, right. Almost forgot about that. Your greatest honor, wasn't it? Let's see if it's worth anything. Look at that. You've given everything, and yet you still can't trade for a single answer. Or maybe the scale is the answer. The so-called scientific pursuit at Lahai Roy contributes nothing to the advance of human civilization. And of course, it can't change what sleeps beneath Lahai. You know exactly what I mean.
Enough! You don't understand anything.
Oh, don't I? You've got nothing left? Oh, but there's still one last thing you can trade. Your life. Go on. This is the part you idealists always love, isn't it?
I told you, you don't understand. You're just preying on desperate seekers of truth. I won't let anyone else enter this room.
So that's why Professor Savi was so determined to keep everyone out of the dark side.
He was protecting them in his own way. He feared that eager students or passionate teachers might trade their lives for an illusion of truth. Greatness isn't just about achievement. Sometimes it's about facing reality and still choosing to live with dignity. At Star Torch Academy, we pursue truth, yes, but we value the journey more than the destination. Weighing our worth on a scale? That's true ignorance. Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy's earlier findings, you're saying it's but everyone has Now then, if we cross-check the clues from spending more time in the dark side does raise the chance of seeing the rabbit, but that's not the root cause. Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy's earlier findings, you're half right. The key isn't the forte itself, it's what it acts upon. Remember? Professor Savi used his forte to restore the scene, and other student victims used theirs to take something from the dark side. In both cases, they influenced the space itself. That's the real link.
Since we found the answer, I'll wait for you here. Hello? Sela?
Look, there's actually one more thing I didn't mention. After the celebration, every dark side victim shared one trait. They were all memory-type resonators, and there aren't many of us in the Academy. Only one remains. You understand what that means now, don't you? Focus my mind. Loosen my thoughts. Just a little. Give the threat an opening. A small price to draw it out. Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast?
That student. You seem to trust him quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. You'll understand once you meet him yourself. Anyway, how's your progress?
Just as planned. No one else remains in the dark side. But the rabbit's clever. Every room has traces of its frequency. I can't pin down its exact trail.
Huh. If it were easy to catch, their little feast wouldn't be half as entertaining, would it? And remember, if anything unexpected happens, you know what to do.
Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I Of course. And I knew if I told you sooner, you'd either stop me. But there's something only the dark side is most have been replaced in the archive. Rover, I need you to set a stable dark side exit. With a
Remember what you told Sagrika at the celebration?
Even if I said no, but if anything...
Roving among the stars. I'm a transform.
Ascending. Descending. Propulsion mode. Warning. Insufficient power supply. Mech mode off.
I can't control where I'm going while in zero gravity.
Found it! Oh, my magistrate. This is the one Kara recommended. Found it! Oh, my magistrate. Found it! Oh, my magistrate. This is the one Kara recommended.
The alternative riddles for the new solar celebration. Guess this is what President Lucilla... Why is it tucked into a storyboard, though? Her hobby? Hope this helps.
You're here. This way.
If I follow this path, it should lead me to the president. That's odd. Why are tacit discords here? And they're all moving towards her.
Light from the shadows.
Yes! Just like that!
Tacit discords are gathering around here.
A new partner?
No hesitation. This is...
Huh. Even got my taste right, huh? It's always so easy to read one's mind. The Tragic Life of Lucilla, directed by Lucilla, starring Lucilla.
Welcome. Enjoy your own movie.
Using my name and slapping on a title that lame? I heard the Fraxidus had a playwright, and this is what you're...
This is the story of a girl who discovered she could read memories when she started to grow up. Before she could fully develop her self-knowledge, she absorbed too many memories that weren't her own. Until...
Stealing Sophie's voice, twisting people's lives into your cheap drama. Since when does that count as cinema? What's next? My grand arrival in Lahairoi?
How ironic. The girl who built her life on her memory gift walks into an institute buried beneath the Frostlands and becomes its leader. A flock of lambs chasing the future crowns a shepherd who can only record the past. What can she offer? Drown in the relics of humanity's golden age? Or lead the innocent straight into the abyss? The flock crosses the frozen lands, trying to light fires against the coldness and darkness. Some burn clothes, some burn books, some even burn themselves. But the coldness and darkness know no end and devour everything. In the end, nothing remains, only silence.
Oh, how considerate to have even written the Academy's ending for us, too. If this ever hit theaters, I'd fast forward it tenfold just to end the agony. The title really tells it. Utterly tasteless. Thus ends the film. However,
Upon review, it's filled with meaningless actions, and its protagonist is pitifully naive. The script will be rewritten and rescreened. Actress, please wait before the curtain.
A post-credits scene? Planning to remake my life now? Fine. Since you've handed me a free ticket, I'll see.
The Tragic Life of Lucilla, remake. Scene 1, action. The pitiful girl repeats her past, grows up again, and again arrives at Star Torch Academy, standing once more at a crossroads.
Now, I'll announce the results of the start. The vote was jointly conducted by Professor Lucilla. Congratulations. You've been elected as the new president of Star Torch Academy. Well then, President Lucilla, care to say a few words?
That's amazing, Professor Lucilla.
Thank you for your trust, but compared to others at the... I have no major academic... Making a nobody this... So, please understand my choice.
Everyone, please be seated.
Professor Lucilla, have you really made up your mind? Isn't this a bit hasty?
At least she knows her place. Let's just get a new election date.
Look, Professor Lucilla's here.
About your request, I have the right.
Professor Lucilla just ran out of the room, clutching her head. Like she's lost it.
How long has she been locking herself in there?
No clue. We just heard stuff breaking.
Could it be she's having another episode of the madness caused by...
Quitting the project, Lucilla. You've made up your mind.
It will be my final lecture. I've already filed to close the course next term. Thank you all for your support. I've gone as far as I can.
She said nothing. Deep down, the girl who once forced herself to stand tall now teeters on the edge. Her curtains about to fall.
Did the others' memories bleed into mine again? What's happening to me? I just... Erase. Right. If I erase the memory of my forte itself, maybe then everything will go back to normal. I'm done with all of it.
She abandoned her title, her right to explore, and now even her own forte.
She chose to kill the person she used to be. like someone who had drowned, losing both her air and shadow.
A different choice, a brand new life. Tell me, our dear audience, isn't this fascinating? If everything's destined to fade away, why not just wait it out? Enjoy the last bit of pleasure and revel in the beautiful memories before the end.
After all, fleeting joy feels far more real than some unreachable truth.
You only need to come a little closer and take my hand. Our lives can trade places. No more pain, only warmth and bliss. The curtain's about to fall, and the choice is yours.
Done with your performance? All that noise for one purpose. The same trick you used on Savi. Stirring fear, pressing old wounds. Let me guess what you're after. Targeting Sigrika was just a diversion. You wanted the Academy to intervene. Next, the memory-type resonator is affected in the dark side. And you knew I'd see it. That was your invitation. So this little play, it was meant for me and all the memory-type resonators. You're afraid of something in us, aren't you? Something that threatens your grand scheme. You put on quite a hilarious show, I'll give you that. But you came to the wrong audience. You can ramble about pasts and futures all you like, but I only focus on the present. And that's exactly why your message in that film disgusts me. I don't deny the doubt, the struggle, or the pain we face in our search. Every soul in Star Torch Academy has endured those. But the weight of civilization demands shoulders to bear it. And we, right from the beginning, are a flock, walking willingly toward our own end. If the campfire's dying out, then these lambs you mock will burn themselves, just to walk one more mile before the final breath. No glory sought, no remembrance needed. We'll lie down here, leaving not a trace. But what's the point of it all? The point? You, who watch us burn. You're the proof. You and everyone behind you. That's our meaning. And one more thing. Whether I deserve to be the president? That's not for your cheap words or your lousy films to decide. If you're so desperate to tear me down, that only proves I'm doing something right. Tell me, who's the real desperate one here? You're not the only one with backup. Checkmate. here.
Go after it. I'll handle the rest.
Come on, we've still got work to do. Stay sharp, Rover. It can take the form of anything in the dark side. There's only one passage here. It must still be around. Stay close.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
No sign of it here either. Let's split up. I'll check this room. You take... Told you. It's checkmate this time. We still haven't figured out what the Fraxidus wants with the dark side. For now, this little one's our only lead. Let me try reading its memory first. Oh, looks like I don't even need to use my forte.
I suppose this counts as our first proper meeting, Madame Lucilla.
Proper meeting? You're talking to me through a rabbit from your little hideout. That's what you call proper? Still, thanks for the film. It was tasteless and trashy, but I'll admit, it added a little fun to my job. You knew I'd catch this rabbit from the start.
And didn't you already know it was a trap meant for you? We both have what the other wants.
What are you trying to do in the highway?
As an educator, you of all people should know better. Finding the answer is the asker's job, you know? Still, congratulations! You won this round.
Won? I never agreed to play your little game. And neither did my students. Right, Rover?
Flattering myself? That hurts. I worked very hard setting up those trials for you. If you didn't enjoy them, don't worry. There'll be a next round. And I promise it'll be far more thrilling. Because next time, we'll be betting on the very fate of Lahai Roy. Will it go boom and vanish? Or will the flames of Star Torch keep burning? I can't wait. Truly, I can't wait for our next meeting.
Next meeting. It's all right. At least we dealt with the source of the dark side's anomaly. I know you've got many questions, but let's get out of here first.
You said the things in the dark side wouldn't hurt them.
Didn't I do what you asked? You wanted to help Sagrika, so I tweaked the dark side to help her see herself clearly. Besides, no one got hurt, right? Your friend, your teacher, and Rover. I should thank you, actually. You helped me finish an experiment.
Experiment?
The opposite of the void. How far can memory type resonators go before its power consumes them? And what other tricks is this petty academy hiding? A Miko wielding a sword? Come, my sweet darling. We've still got much to do.
What about the rabbit? Isn't it your pet?
We don't keep trash. We dump it. So, please try hard to be useful if you don't want to be disposable.
Sorry, Rover. I've kept you busy all day.
From the moment you came to me, you already knew this was a trap set by the Fraxidus. Yet, you planned to walk right into it.
All in a day's work for your president. Besides, it worked out pretty well, don't you think? Don't worry. I know the dark side pulls people toward what they fear and try to escape from. But I learned to face my past honestly long ago. You want to know?
Didn't you say you wanted to introduce a new course? Star Torch guidelines, from strangers to confidants? Students and teachers should get to know each other, right? Maybe this counts as our first class.
I really set myself up for that one. Well, before I turned 20, I couldn't tell which memories were mine and which belonged to the ones I'd read. As I absorbed more and more of them, I saw too many births and deaths. I started to feel how small and that's exactly what the dark side preyed on. It then recreated the predicament I once lived through. The Fraxidus was questioning me, the representative of Star Torch Academy. When the future offers no answers, and existence itself is destined to fade, can anything we do in our brief and ignorant lives truly matter? As a student of Star Torch Academy, what do you think, Rover? That's the kind of answer you'd say. Back then, I joined the Space Trek Collective without a real purpose. But luckily, just like you, I met a good teacher. My teacher was an ordinary man, a Roya, in charge of observation in the Frostlands. We both spent our days watching and recording, each in our own realm. But he never saw himself as just an observer. Again and again, he made connections with people and the things he studied, and built bridges between them. It was like how we draw lines between the stars now. In these perilous Frostlands, each person is a point of light for another. Maybe I used to stand too high, never stooping to feel the emotions in those memories. The ones that needed time to settle for an ordinary person. When I revisited the memories I once read, I realized they all shared one thing in common. Everyone spends their whole life searching for answers. And it's those very answers that give meaning to our journey toward the future, even if we might find nothing in the end. No, I'm still searching. In that sense, I'm the same as all of you. Just another student on the path. So, don't worry. Until I find it, the Fraxidus won't be able to shake me. Also, about that Miko lady you're curious about. My lips are sealed on that, I'm afraid. A president has her principles, not to mention the Academy's safety protocol. But one day, you'll see her again. Anyway, I still have to write a full report on the dark side. Leave the rest to the adults now. It's getting late, Rover. I'll see you in class. Has this game truly ended?